Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for November 16th, 2016. Start with this video on a preface, and I'm still getting over a cold here, so I'm just going to be a little stuffy and a little nasally today, so I apologize in advance. But this is your forecast here for Wednesday. This is a low-pressure system from yesterday that brought us the rain, and some surprising rain totals here across these sections right here. The models did not expect that. We did not expect that, so this is one of those times where the rainfall overperformed in a big way. Some areas got over 2 inches, and we weren't expecting anywhere to get anywhere even up to the half-inch mark. So this is a very big surprise to us. And, of course, the models completely blew this idea also. But this is now the area low pressure that is now moving away from the region. And we're going to get back to mostly sunny skies to start today, I think. But then we're going to have partly cloudy skies as the afternoon moves on. And then we're going to eventually get into partly to mostly cloudy skies in the evening. We're really not looking at any precipitation today, just that increase in clouds. We have a weak frontal boundary that's still in association with this area low pressure that's now moving up here in New England. Not any cold air push behind this, but it does have a frontal boundary with it. So aside from the increase in clouds, that's all you're really going to see today. And then that system is going to move away. We get into the rest of the week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We're going to get actually pretty warm. A little warm-up coming this week, straight through Saturday, and that's in advance of this cold front. This cold front is very interesting. We're going to get into this in a minute here, but I do think before we get to that, here on Saturday, we're going to get temperatures that are going to be up in the middle 60s in some places here. So we have a very warm day relative to average for this time of year. The same thing, I think, happens on Friday. Another warm day, mostly sunny days, though, on Thursday and Friday. Saturday, I think you get back to partly cloudy. Here comes that system with the cold front moving in from the west. Now, this is very interesting because this has a very cold push of air behind it. Very cold. So here's your cold front like this. Area low pressure, of course, is off to the north, and that's going to be moving through. So you have a rain changing to snow situation behind it, but not a lot of precipitation with it. So we do see this coming through in the overnight period on Saturday night. And here's from Saturday evening in central PA to Saturday overnight. Might end as a little bit of snow up here in northeastern PA. Could coat the ground. Okay, but as this system pulls through and pulls away, it starts to retrograde back toward New England here, and what that's gonna do is a strong area low pressure, 988 millibars. This is gonna get the wind direction off the lakes in this manner like this. Very windy conditions are gonna develop here on Sunday. And you're going to get this lake effect machine cranking off of Lakes Ontario and Michigan. Ontario and Erie. Michigan's over there. I don't think you're worried about that here. Lakes Erie and Ontario will be providing with those warm lakes, and the colder air passing over those lakes will provide the lake effect snow showers. So I do think that's going to occur, and actually might occur pretty far south, where we can get all the way down here to the I-78 corridor with some snowflakes. I don't think getting much accumulation there, and any accumulation of snow, whitenings of the grounds, and things of that nature most likely will occur across northeastern Pennsylvania and north central PA, back here in the mountains of central PA. That's not to say it can't happen further south, but odds are going to be a little exponentially lower for that to happen. But I do think you're going to see snowflakes pretty far south and east if this does come to fruition. Now, I did want to mention the European model and the Canadian to some extent. Because instead of having this low pressure continuing off to the east like this, it has an area low pressure up here that actually kind of transfers energy to a cutoff low right here near the Delmarva, and then kind of does one of these numbers here. And this is a very extreme solution here, but how it handles this cutoff low feature is the differences in the models, and the European model was suggesting for a couple runs in a row now that we could have a significant snowfall here back in central PA. Right in these areas right here would get just clobbered, but close to the coast, extreme eastern Pennsylvania and over the coast would just be rain, maybe ending as a few flakes. But it would be a significant snowfall up in these areas here if that were to occur. We are not leaning to that idea right now. Okay, we're leaning toward the GFS. It makes a little more sense to us. Not saying it's going to be completely correct, but it makes a little bit more sense at present time. So we're going to just see how the models trend in the next couple of days and go take the forecast from there. But right now we're going to include, even in our central areas, a chance for a rain or snow shower or two on Sunday. Maybe some flurries here on Monday as this is still sitting up here and wrapping these bands around. Not as strong here on Monday. But you see this tight isobars here. It means it's going to be very windy and cold also. Temperatures on the other side of that. Here's the look at before the front. Very warm, 60s here. And then the front comes through, and you can see where the front is. Look at that, just plows through. And then these are your temperatures by Sunday morning. Sunday morning, you're in the 40s, but then you go 6 hours later to the afternoon, it doesn't move. Okay, so you might have temperatures actually even drop, so either hold steady or maybe slightly drop. These are high temperatures for the day. Here, this is a 6-hour maximum, so you're going to have temperatures pretty far south that are going to be the lower 40s. All the way north and west of that is going to be lower 40s. So even though it's going to be above freezing, you're not getting much snow accumulation, but you can still have snow falling at that temperature because the upper level temperatures will be cold enough to support that. So I do think you can see some snowflakes. Whether it accumulates in these areas right here, probably not. But a better chance up here when you're in the mid to upper 30s for that to occur when you get those heavier bursts. So something we're going to monitor. Again, not set in stone. We have a lot of things to go through in the next couple of days and see what makes the most sense. A couple different possibilities still on the table. Again, we're leaning towards this idea here that brings us the lake effect snow showers off of Lakes Erie and Ontario, and some of those streamers will get into northeast PA and north central PA. Some of them might even get all the way down here into northwest New Jersey and along the I-78 corridor in east central PA. I don't know about so much further than that, maybe a flurry or so, but for the whole idea here is just something that's going to be watched over the next couple of days, and we'll come out with a forecast if we need, maybe even a snow map if we need it. But right now it looks like just lake effect snow showers for the most part. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich. That is your outlook for November 16th, 2016. Have a great Wednesday.